Yes, here we are again. I didn't expect it to be something like this. Now that you've understood me more than what everybody sees on the surface, more than the playboy that everyone thinks I am, I'm at a loss for words. I'm just so happy to have you. But that won't stop me from being just a bit teasy, maybe just a bit cocky. But is that really a problem for you? I sincerely hope not, otherwise you may have gotten the wrong man. Infatuated with you. In such an absolutely endearing way. Of course, that's only to say that that's scratching the surface of me as a person. I'm not all that simple. Are you sure you're okay with me? I'm anything but a liar. I just want to make sure that what we have here isn't just a falsity, a fake, something sad and helpless. That's one thing I never want to be. Never want to be helpless. Nor hopeless. Luckily, you've kept me from feeling that. You've given me a way out of that, and you actually took the time to understand me. And instead of wanting me for my fame or my good looks, you saw through that. Something I can't easily repay, nor do I expect it's something anyone could repay. You're just too good for me, aren't you? Me too good for you? That's nonsense. It doesn't matter what, where, when, or how. I'll find a way to sneak my way into your heart. Trust me. I know you say I already have, and I'm honored that you would. It's just... I feel a connection between us, something I don't usually feel with others. And despite me getting used to being told I'm the best, I might just be the worst when it comes to people, when they get inside my bubble, when they get inside that soft inner part. I don't know how to show my heart right. But I want to learn with you. Maybe it means that I'm being cocky again, thinking that you want to learn with me, but I don't want to mess this up. I might be a bit of a perfectionist, but not so much that I can't break down those walls for someone special enough. And trust me, you are special enough. Well, since you can't see it, I suppose I have to lavish you, spoil you, and give you everything you could ever want. I don't mean with cheap things or even expensive things. What I want to spoil you with is a lot more simple than perhaps it should be. I figured I'd spoil you with a front row seat to my heart. A place where we can go right here. Now, would you like to sit on my lap? Trust me, I'm not just doing this to get you buttered up so I could use you or something. After you broke past that cocky little asshole that I am, I guess I just wanted to make sure that there's something you can like beneath that. This isn't easy for me. I'm so used to being in the limelight of things. It's almost surreal to have somebody get under the surface and see me like this. You're more to me, little cutie. More to me than you could ever imagine, and I won't lie, I do many times at night think of you, and in the day too, and whenever you go away, I miss you. This is my attempt of bridging that. So you're going to be living with me from now on. Capiche? I know, hold your applause until after the presentation. I'm joking. You don't have to. I'd like to insist you do, but only if it's what makes you happy, little cutie. I mean it. I would never subject you to something I didn't believe in, and I'd never force you into anything. because I have far too much respect and admiration for someone able to get past my exterior, to see past the beauty of someone so vain. I don't mean to come off that way, but I guess it's my defense. I don't know how else to present myself when that's what everyone's expectations are subverted to be. I try and give everything, but everything doesn't seem like it's enough sometimes. I admit it. Being the man that I am, I'm fortunate, but sometimes it feels suffocating. I don't know how to be patient with myself, but I'm trying something new with you. I'm trying to let the person who scares me most in the world, the person I think about, instead of just a fling or something pointless, I see you as my greatest downfall, my greatest weakness. And I can't think of anything I'd love more than just to hold you right now and stare into your eyes. To see that little cutie who sees me as the faulted man I am instead of seeing that falsification of perfection you didn't fall for. You didn't fall for that. That's what makes you so beautiful, and that's what makes you so dangerous. I love it about you, don't get me wrong, but it's so difficult because I'm a contradiction. I live to be this man I always wanted to be, but then at the end of the day, I try and be more than that. And I fail, and I fail, and I fail again. Because I fall for just you. I can't be that person I used to be back in the tournaments. I can't live up to the expectations of being this perfect prince. I can try and fake it till I make it, but that's the best I can do. Instead, I want to give you the man that I am, not the man I could be. I don't want to be this image. I want you to appreciate me for what I am not. For what I'm trying to break down the walls that have caged me just as much as they've rose me up. I want nothing more than to make my little cutie smile. And to be a man who hides nothing and hides beyond no one. A man who can face himself firmly in the mirror, no matter how ugly it gets. May I have the honor of kissing you, little cutie? It's honestly the way you make me feel. That I feel so free, yet so scared. So afraid to make some mistake that'll make you think of me like everybody else. Deep down, you see, I'm not used to these kinds of things. I'm so used to being an idol for people that I'm not used to being me. Putting on a show is a whole lot easier than facing the man in the mirror. But with you, I feel like today could be something different. I feel like the rest of my life isn't so scary, or that I have to feel bad for wanting you so badly, for wanting to be with you, for wanting to make something of our time together and possibly be the faulty me that's behind the facade of perfection. Little cutie, look at you. Even now, you're compassionate toward someone who doesn't necessarily deserve it. I try and be worthy of such compliments, but honestly, I go back and forth with it. Mostly on accounts that I'm trying my best, little cutie. Yet here you are, making my best look like it's good enough for once. I can't believe this is reality. It seems so strange to think it is. But if this is real, and I'm able to be this happy, then can I just hold you and, well, last time when it was, what, 7 times? Can I make it 8 this time? Little cutie, I hope you know, no matter how much in my emotions I get, I can't find a reason not to feel bonded with you. With everything that we've been through together, even though it's been a whirlwind. We've still been dating for a while, and I enjoy. My little cutie. Well, did I tease too much? I just figured I didn't want the atmosphere to get all glum because of me. And that my little cutie has had more than their share of difficulties in this world. I don't think you need any more. You're so cute the way you make everything more real. I'd like to make it something funny. I'd like to poke fun and tease you, but at the moment, I just can't find the words to. Mostly on accounts that you're so gorgeous. And you just don't get it, do you? You don't understand how much you've done for me. By simply giving me a chance to express myself. By listening to me, giving me a chance to feel like someone normal, I've finally been able to, and, well, of course, while I'm still a beautiful outward person, you've given me a chance to have a bit more confidence in my inner beauty, so to speak. Most of everything, I've understood it as simple. It's just that simplicity is intimidating in its own right. I've realized that you can't have everything you want. If you do, you get spoiled. I was so used to having it. Having my entire life, people doting on me, telling me how good I was at something. My ego inflated, but I never had people so close to me. There was always a distance, a separation, a facade, and you've broken through all of them like it was effortless. You don't realize how special that is, do you? I spent all my life looking for someone just like you, and you happened upon me. All of this could have gone so many different ways if you would have taken me as that kind of idiot fuckboy type thing. Then I probably would have been just that. I would have been nothing but an asshole. Someone who doesn't really understand or give a chance for people to understand him. And that's what I didn't want to be. I got so caught in that persona, in that facade, just to protect my lack of personality. If I'm honest, I don't have very much to myself. As much as I try to, there's a lot that I still haven't gotten a chance to explore. I hope if you're willing to take the time to give me a chance to, that I might be able to woo you without using any of my silly, over-the-top antics. It's shameful for me to say it, but I feel like I'm quite boring, honestly. Because when I'm not acting the part of perfection, it doesn't make sense what I'm supposed to say or do. I just be me. You think I've been doing that? It's surprising that you'd think that, little cutie. Especially considering you've seen the brunt of it. How I was very upfront about things, but if I'm honest, that's maybe half true. How I do things, you might be right. That I might have some truth in it, mixed with what I've convinced myself is just a shell of a man. Of course, little cutie. You can have anything you want. I just don't know what it is you want me to do right now, and Well, if I'm to take that as your intention, then I'll just guess that this is something more. You do want to date me still, don't you? I'm sorry, it's just if I didn't laugh right then, I might cry. Because how how honest you are, and how I expected in the back of my mind that little naysaying voice to be right. That you are somehow using me for my fame, my voice, my looks, some manner of things. But the more I see you, little cutie, the more I understand. You're not that kind of person, and that excites me. It makes me feel so lucky to be alive, so lucky to have found you. That's why I want to hold you this close. That's why I want to make you feel good enough, like I've always wanted to feel. And I want you to know, it's just fine if you don't understand, if you don't get it, if you don't know where to start or end. It's just fine. I love you, little cutie. And it makes me so happy that the tears come whether I want them to or not. That's how happy you make me. I hope you're proud of that, you know. Not just anyone can make me feel the way you have. In fact, I'd wager absolutely no one, not a single person, could make me feel this many feelings at once. It's also what makes me so attracted to you as a person. You think I wouldn't say it, little cutie? After everything you've done, I'm only going to tease you more. I hope you're ready for it, little cutie. I'm just so happy. You were that person all along. I would have never thought. Never in a million years. And now here we are. And I don't want to mess it up. Can't. A bold statement saying that I couldn't mess something up. Do you know who you're dealing with here? I may be perfect at some things, but I'm so imperfect at others. Just like you. You probably don't even know it. You've got a lot of talent, especially with empathy. People may not see it as a big, scary thing, a big, intimidating factor that makes you this huge CEO in the world, but so what? Little cutie, you've got something that so many people lack. The ability to understand even people who are hurting that don't realize it. You did that for me. And that's why I'm happy to have you in my lap right now. To hold you closer than anyone. You make my heart race. And if I'm honest, I want to do more, but I know that that's probably too much for right now. And trust me, you're more to me than any of that. Much more to me. Even if I could do everything all at once, why would I want it just like that? No, I want it to be love. Little cutie. I want your love. I don't just want you. I want you to be whoever that beautiful person you want to see in the mirror is. I'll never ask you to change, because I think you're perfect just the way you are. But if you don't, I'll support you no matter what you do. I want you to know that. I may be a lot of things, but I'm certainly not someone who tells you what to be. I could be bossy, maybe a little bossy. I might tell you to wear something extra cute, and then maybe to give me a nice dance, or maybe to hold you closer than normal, maybe hold you like royalty. Maybe I'll be your prince. Maybe I'll kiss your hand just like this. Or maybe I'll never stop. And I'll keep getting more confident the more you let me. Little cutie. You don't get it, do you? All of this, it makes me happy. Just as sure as I'm Tooru Oikawa. I hope soon you'll be Oikawa. Unless, of course, you want me to take your last name. I'm not really one to beg the differ. They both matter equally to me. Whichever one we keep, that's completely up to you. I mean, or we could make something completely new. Of course, I don't particularly mind my name, and I certainly don't mind your name. But perhaps I could improve both of our names with the right registry. You know, once we get married, of course. Oh, make no mistake. It doesn't matter how long it takes. After today, after I've confirmed everything, there's no way I'm letting you get away now. You're going to be mine, and I'm going to be your husband someday, like it or not. Remember the part where I said I could be bossy? Well, I'm just a bit more bossy about this. Mostly because I'm not going to lose someone like you, little cutie. I couldn't allow it. I must be your prince. It's just fate. You should accept it. That way, no matter what happens, you'll always have me. I hope I'm not overstepping. It's just when I think about it. Isn't it the natural next step? We see if we can stomach each other for long enough, and maybe we find out just how much we can get along, how much we mean to each other. And we finally give in. We give in to the embrace of the other, like poetry in motion. I do so love you. And as much as I'd like to be cheeky about it, the very thought of it makes me tear up. How lucky I am to be in your presence, and maybe it feels the opposite to you, but that's fine. If I can instill such a wonderful feeling in you that I feel right now, then I'm truly a lucky man, and I've done something right. Even amidst the perfection and imperfections that I am, I regret nothing. Nothing at all. Only not kissing you more. But that can be easily rectified, can it? Little cutie. Oh, are we playing games of cat and mouse? You're so cute, little cutie. I suppose it's why it's in your name. Just look at you. As much as I could be a playboy and get a bunch of pointless loves, nothing, never, not even a thought, crossed my mind. Ever since I've been able to spend time with you, ever since you've entered my life, no one but you has filled my mind, my heart, my desires, my wants, my everything. And maybe that makes me obsessed. And even if it does, I can't back down. And I won't back down until you're mine. Until you're mine, body, heart, and soul. I need you, little cutie. I need you, I want you. And I only think about you. Truth be told, there was a lot of things on my mind when I escaped with fans, lots of adoring fans, but not a single one of them could ever make me feel what you've done in this short time. You're living art. You're
art beyond words. You're a complete Mona Lisa among every other piece in the entirety of the world. To me, you're like a diamond. You're rare and special and glisten the brightest, like a star in the sky. And I would give my everything. I'd give up all of my fame and fortune. I'd give up everything for you. Just to have another moment like this. It'd all be worth it. No matter what the sacrifice. My little cutie. I admit it. I am greedy for you, little cutie. And if being greedy is wrong, then I guess I just don't want to be right anymore. And is it so wrong that I want more of you? More and more and more. I want so much of you that you lose your mind along the way. Don't mind me. I wouldn't be a complete simp if I didn't go so far as to look into your eyes, take my time, and show you exactly why you're always on my mind. You know, not so long ago when I met you, it wasn't easy for me to think about prospects of the future. It was actually quite anxious. I thought for sure I would end up doing the same thing until I'm miserable. And in a way I did. But you were the wrench in my system. A wrench thrown into it all. Well, sorry for not giving you a better term for it, but you were the anomaly. How about that? The anomaly in my life. And not only took me away from something that ended up being a very toxic part of my life, but made me realize I'm not supposed to be that. I'm supposed to be whatever it is I want to be. You gave me that freedom. Freedom I've never gotten with anyone else. You see, everyone else wants the other me. Everyone else sees that me, and they don't want anything to do with the struggling man inside. I'm still growing, even if I'm 22. I'm still understanding, even if I'm in college. I have a lot to learn. I think everyone assumes that I have everything figured out because I've gotten that motif of faking it till I make it, and I admit I'm pretty convincing sometimes, but you saw right through me. You saw right through me in a way that I never expected. Little cutie. You saw through me in a way no one seems to be able to. Or maybe it's that they don't want to. I don't know how to explain it. Because while I try and be eloquent in my words, it's not always easy to make a statement when you're on the edge of feeling like you're just a sideshow, a circus act. I don't want these bars to separate us like they do with everyone else. Little cutie, you're my escape. My escape, my triumph over those bars, my triumph over those eyes watching me. All I want is you, little cutie. And I'm happy just to have you as the only one watching me. Maybe it makes me strange or weird or odd or off, but I just don't care. I can't waste a care on that when I'm so very happy just to have you in my life. Little cutie, I'm so happy just to be a part of things. Just to have you as my own. That means more than anything to me. More than silver or gold. More than all the fame and fortune in the world. I would trade it all for you. I know I must sound like a broken record at this point, but I can't say it any other way. Because it would never convey this feeling well enough. And maybe, just maybe, I'm someone who's nowhere near adequate enough to charm you.
After all, such a little cutie as yourself. Do I really need to? I just don't know sometimes. I just want you to understand that I'm trying my very best here, little cutie. I want you to be happy, more than you could ever understand or know. All I want is you. Don't you see it? That after you, there's nothing else that interests me, truly. And that's why when I hold you, my heart skips a beat. That's why when I look into your eyes, I feel alive. I feel like I'm a man and not just what everyone else wants to see. I want you to know how imperfect I am. I want you to know how broken I am. I want you to know that I'm just a man. A man hopelessly in love with you, yet filled with hope. Little cutie. And that's what makes me want you so badly. May I? Is it wrong that I want you like the stars in the sky? Even if I can never reach you, I still reach out with hope in my heart and a desire just to hear your voice, feel your touch, feel your warmth against me. That's everything to me, little cutie. That's everything I could ever want, little cutie. And I'm happy just trying, even if all my efforts were in vain. Thank you for reminding me that it's not in vain. I love you, little cutie. And I want you so badly it hurts. Little cutie. How much I ache for you. How much I need you. Right now more than anything. Little cutie. Do you need me too? Is it alright if we need each other? Even if it means I'm just a pathetic man, and you're just my love. Both of us hopelessly lost in the kiss, in the embrace, in the desires that we feel pressed up against each other like this. I want you. I need you. I need you. Little cutie. Itadakimasu. Of course I can't stop there. I've got to make you mine until there's no one else in that pretty little head of yours. Well, I guess it's more handsome or more pretty. I can't really decide. Just gorgeous. Little cutie. Look at what you do to me. Look at how you make me feel. And you taste good here, too. Of course, I can't leave it there, can I? I have to make you feel as beautiful, as gorgeous, as handsome as you are. And you are those things all at once. The most epitome of them, I might add. The most I've ever met. The most I've ever felt. The most passionate that's ever existed in my life. You wonderful, beautiful thing. Now let me give back just a smidgen of what you've given me. You've given me so much that I could only think, this is just dessert. I want to be yours. I want you to be mine. I want to have this passion turn into an infinite feeling that not even death could steal us away. That not even death do us part. Like a fairy tale in flesh and blood and love and kisses. Little cutie, I want you and I need you just as much. I want everything we have to be shared and us to be as one over and over and over again. All I want is that same feeling, the passion, the everything that I lacked in my life that you've given me, that you've made me feel every day. I want you to feel happy and true and passionate and loved and everything between that, just between us. I want you, I need you, I'm greedy for you, and if that makes me bad, then I want to be that. Even if it makes me the worst man in the world, then I accept that fate. I accept it willingly, because I need you, and I want you, and I'm so happy just to have you in my life, that I can't think of a life without you, because nothing fears more in my heart than that thought that haunts me so. Please be with me forever. Please be mine forever, my sweet little cutie. How you make me feel. How you make me feel. Everywhere and everything I've ever wanted is you, little cutie. It's all you. Little cutie, if you haven't realized it yet, I'm so in love with you that I'm at a complete loss for words. I just want this relationship to be as good to you as it is to me, as happy to you as I get to be because of you. I just want to do things right. Little cutie, every single day when I get to look at you, at some point, even if it's a picture, but even better when you're right there, it inspires me in ways that I was never inspired when I was on the court way back when, nor when I was with my quote-unquote friends. But that is not what I'm trying to say with this. I'm saying it's more than a need, it's a want, it's a desire, it's pure heart that I just want you. I want you all to myself. And if that makes me wrong, then I gladly accept my devil's horns. And if me being with you forever is something that I can't get without being the bad guy, then I would be the bad guy 1,000 times over. You might not expect it, but it's just the truth. I couldn't think of a single thing that wouldn't be better with you in it. And I know that will never change, little cutie. I know it will never change because you're you. And that's all I've ever wanted is you. You're that key to my cage where I was locked up in this world being oogled from everyone from afar when they thought they knew me. When they thought they knew me, but you were the only one that took the time to get to know me. You were the only one that made me feel so whole, and the only one I want to spend my life with. The only one I want to hold into my arms and passionately kiss. And make the happiest ever little cutie.
let me be all those things to you. If you don't mind and would permit me to. I'll be there through it all. My sweet little cutie.